Augusta, and now it's time for the monthly update after our council meeting. First of all, I want to talk about some of the mayoral engagements this month, and they've been a wonderful diversity of different events and things that I've attended. But the ones that really stick to mind is I was very pleased to recently attend the reunion dinner, which is hosted by the Port Augusta Italian Society. It was such a wonderful evening, which was celebrating the heritage, culture and the strong bonds that have kept the Italian community thriving here in Port Augusta for so many years. The contributions made by the Italian families to our city are deeply valued. Their hard work, family values and community spirit have certainly enriched our town in so many countless ways. Another event has been the Show and Shine, which is an annual event each year, obviously. And it's always such a pleasure to see so many car enthusiasts, families or visitors just enjoying the day. Events like this bring great energy to our community and highlight the passion and pride we have in Port Augusta. On a more deep, meaningful event, this week we had the RSL Remembrance Day ceremony over at Gladstone Square, and it's always such a moving service and a special time for our community to come together and reflect, to remember and honour those who have served and sacrificed for our country. Always a wonderful day, and the RSL welcomes people afterwards. Now I'd like to go to consultations. Recently I participated in the Flinders Ranges and Outback Tourism Industry Consultation. Wow, that's a mouthful, that one. It was certainly an excellent opportunity to discuss the future of tourism across our region, especially following the recent Lonely Planet recognition, which has once again placed our beautiful region on the map. Tourism is really important to our community of Port Augusta, and so I'm really pleased to advise that Council has now finalised and endorsed the Port Augusta City Council Tourism Strategy. This strategy will guide our ongoing efforts to strengthen local tourism, support small businesses and highlight the many unique attractions that make Port Augusta such a welcoming place to visit. Tourism is just so important for our economy. I cannot stress that enough, and I'm so pleased that Council is doing absolutely everything it possibly can to continue to raise this matter and also ensure that we're looking at different ways that we can continue to embrace and enhance our offerings. I'd also like to mention and acknowledge the important work of our advisory groups that we have working with Council: the Australian Arid Lands Botanic Garden Advisory Committee, the Aboriginal Community Working Group and the Disability Advisory Group. These groups are very important to us and they provide valuable insight and advice on a range of community matters, helping Council make better and more informed decisions. A great example of this work is the Disability Advisory Group, which has helped progress a number of important accessibility improvements. This includes new disability parking bays at Central Oval and ongoing discussions about how we can make public spaces more accessible for everyone. In our recent council meeting, we also endorsed the Community Land Management Plan reviews and are now making them available for public consultation. This is an important milestone that allows community members to have their say on how key public spaces and reserves are managed in the years ahead. These will be made public soon, so please keep an eye out and have your say. Finally, just a few other things that I'd like to mention. Our first garage sale trail has been a great success this year, with an amazing number of households taking part. There were over 40 sites who were registered. And so it was an absolutely outstanding event and something which hopefully we can continue building on. There certainly were lots of bargains out there and the feedback from community has been fantastic. So many thanks go to our events and media and comms team for all of their work in organising and promoting this event. It's been such a wonderful thing and it was such a huge success. So thank you for jumping on board and participating. As we move also into the warmer months, I'd like to remind everyone to be bushfire ready. Now is the time to check your property, clear any grasses, weeds and leaves, and make sure that your household is prepared for the season ahead. Your safety is really important to us and we all need to play a part in that. So please think about what's around your yards and pick them up and just make sure that your yards and everything is very much fire friendly. And finally, a friendly reminder that nominations for the 2026 Citizen of the Year Awards is still open. This is a wonderful opportunity to recognise those in our community who give their time, energy and heart to helping others. Information can be found on our council website or in the Civic Centre. So please go ahead and nominate somebody. There's lots of worthy people in our community who deserve to be nominated. Until next time, keep enjoying all that our wonderful community has to offer. There's always something happening in and around the region for everybody. And so participation and just getting out there and enjoying everything that the region and life has to offer is really important to us all.